Welcome to your Harsh Truth reading. Let's cleanse your space here. This is going to be your Harsh Truth reading. I'm filming this in February, intended for March. But again, whenever you resonate with it is when you resonate with it, right? This is going to be part one. There are two parts to this. So let's go ahead and let's take a breath before we start. Right? Let's take 3 deep breaths. Let's inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for the sign of Capricorn. So from the Osho Zen Tarot, we have totality. And from my astrology deck, we have the 8th house, which is endings and beginnings. This can be perceived as a dark card, right? But there is things that need to end in order for things to begin. There's a transformation that's taking place. But with the totality card, it's asking you to take one step at a time. Take one task at a time. Do one thing at a time. There is a transformation taking place in the month of March or whenever you see this, right? Let's go into the 8th house, right? Things, there has to be, I don't want to say there has to be, but I am, too bad I am going to say it. There has to be dark moments in life or things that are just mysterious and in dark ways. There has to be darkness before there can be light, like the death card. Things have to die in order for new things to begin. And you can take it as a literal sense, figuratively, metaphorically. But this is also the house. The 8th house is about sex, death, psychic powers, control, material things such as money or inheritance. But the card is a period of great transformation. There is something here that you're transforming. You're transforming into a different person. You're transforming into somebody else. You're looking at your life's choices. There's a certain change must be completed before you can move ahead. You have to feel uncomfortable, and that's how you know you're like, okay, I'm in this weird spot. What the fuck's happening to my life? But take one step at a time. There is a big sense of this is the death card. This is a transformation period. This is a heavy reading here. There can be. This is the 9 of Swords, like feeling like the victim. But sometimes Spirit puts you in the position of being a victim so that you can learn from it. It's not there to say, let me just fuck you up for a minute. No, there's a lesson. It wants you to transform into something. There's a bigger purpose in life. There's something larger in life that you're intended to be doing. But it needed to give you a little smack in the ass to wake you the fuck up. And then, so with the totality card, so there's this trapeze act, right? With trapeze artists, you have to do one thing at a time. There's steps A through Z, but you can't go to R without going to B. And sometimes you get bogged down or you get bored. I understand that. You get bored and you're like, I'm gonna skip B and go to C. No, you gotta go through B in order to get to C. You need to put your complete energy, thought. Oh wow, I just realized this. This is a card of transformation, and 5 is the number of transformation. 10 is the number of completion, right? 5 is the number of transformation. And this is 5. Oh, I didn't even realize that. 3 plus 2 is 5. And 5. 5 and 5. Wow. Talk about a fucking sign. And you're at 4, 22. 2 plus 2 is 4. So you're at 4 and you need to get to 5. In order for you to get to 5, there's going to be some change. You're going to have to drop something. Something's going to have to end. But take one step at a time. It can feel like a sense of overwhelmingness. Or don't get bogged down at trying to do everything all at once, or a little bit here and a little bit there, instead of taking one task at a time and getting one thing done at a time. taking one step through life at a time, giving each step your complete attention and energy so you can bring everything to reality, so you can bring your creativity to life. Taking one step at a time, doing one thing at a time, focusing on one thing. If you're in a trapeze act, yes, you have to do a backflip once you grab this person's hand, but you have to grab the hand first before you do the backflip. If you skip the hand, then you got no life. You end up dead because that's catching you to do the backflip. You get me? So you'll know how this resonates with you. There's steps here you have to take. There's a step you have to take, or maybe you have a lot of steps and you're just like, okay, where do I start? And I know that can feel overwhelming. Nine of Swords, like you're just like, I don't know what to do. You're making blind choices. Don't make things blind. Just focus on one thing at a time. You will get there. Spirit has a plan. Spirit always has a plan. There's always a direction that you're going to go into. But there might have to be a sense of something having to end in order for new things to begin. If there's no growth in comfort. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. End the comfort, make yourself uncomfortable, make yourself feel awkward, make yourself feel like, I don't know what's gonna happen next. Good. You go on vacation, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Well, if you go somewhere new, you don't know what to expect, but there was a thrill and the fun in that. I don't know, let's just go. Go with that. But put all your energy into that one step. Put all your energy into that one flight, making that one thing happen at a time. Take your time so that you can land on that back flip perfectly. Don't half-ass it. Something needs to go, then let it go so that you can make space for something new. Do you need to move the ground so you can land that backflip easier? Then move it. Make a new land. Make space so that you can hit that flip. There is definitely transformation here. I'm feeling heavy. This is going to be a heavy reading. This is part 1 here, so let's go ahead into part 2. I'm going to pull 10 cards. The complete version of this is going to be on OnlyFans. The subscription is $5.55 a month. You will get to see the cards here, so if this sounds like you're reading, you can catch me over there. Link is in my bio if you're on IGTV. If you're on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, the link is in my description. $5.55 a month. What do you get? You get at least one Harsh Truth reading a month for now, and then of course with time given, I'll be able to produce more weekly or bi-weekly or by elements. Earth, water signs, earth signs, air signs, stuff like that. I eventually want to get into sexual tarot and like sex therapy. I have this really cool sexual tarot deck I want to get into. So that's what you'll catch me to catch the rest of this. I'm going to pull the cards here so you'll be able to see them at least. What do we have here for Capricorn? Oof. Ooh, you know something. You know something. The High Priestess. Oof. You're in your head. 9 of Swords. You're worried about security. 4 of Pentacles. Very slow moving energy. This is going to be a long process and it's a little scary. It's scary as fuck. Let this be confirmation. Oof, and it holds a lot of weight, but something needs to end, man. 10 of Wands. Page of Swords. 8 of Swords. 8 and 9. Oof. This is heavy. Oh, you gotta do some inner work here. Cappy. Come on, Cappy. We got this, because then the opportunities are just right at your door. Travel, moving, physically moving. Make the decision, make the choice. The world's in your hand. Bottom of the deck. King of Swords. So much swords on the board here. A lot of weight. If this sounds like you're reading, go ahead and catch me on OnlyFans. If you're on OnlyFans, this is the second portion of your reading. Otherwise, I'll catch you later.